I would love to just like shadow a day in the Iowa summertime. I'm always curious because
Oh,
the only thing I see is the little highlight video or whatever they put together. It makes it look like it's like obviously the guys are working hard and stuff, but I would love to see just like the full day. Like I just want
it's
to see what it's
it.
like.
I mean, Drake can talk about it too, but it's a work of art. It is art. The elite level. I mean, when Drake talks about a speed warm up, so people are like, "Well, what's so hard about a speed warm up?" You don't. No. You don't understand.
Do you
So,
think
Start
they still do that
cold
though?
with
They have a different
kettlebells.
strength coach now.
oh, they still
Oh,
do it.
dude, you think that
Okay.
Coach Ray doesn't know the formula? You're crazy.
Yeah.
He's
Well,
following the
I don't
formula
know.
that they made over 22 years to a fucking T.
So
And then he's
here's
got guys trying to study the new cutting edge so that they can implement new things into their already absolutely perfectly formulated plan. Dude,
so
the Iowa Strength Program makes you so strong, it is obscene.
so in the summer, on your average day, the warm up would be 40 minutes. The lift,
And 40 minutes is generous.
that's generous. It might have been an average of 45 or closer to 50. There was several times where we were
dude, you start ice cold with kettlebells.
I know. So you got kettlebells, you've got a mini band, you've got
You've
ladders, you've got,
athletic ball core or some shit balance.
and this is all just priming before you get to
Then
like
don't forget the proprioception shit. You got depth drops to direction changes and ladders and this, that, and the other to make sure that you can control joint angles in unique circumstances.
So the warm up, let's call it 50 minutes, would literally, your average person wouldn't make it 15 minutes through this. They don't. Either the lungs would give out or their fucking Achilles would pop because they'd be screwed.
There is a max effort, full-blown max effort competition set of speed and power production at the back end of the warm-up.
Every day. Something.
You've already competed against everybody on the team in a max effort speed and power before you even touch a weight.
And to try and explain the vibe, the effort level of which you approach this warm up, when you say break from the huddle, we're at the indoor. We're in the end zone. These are set up across the entire field into 3 groups. You running to the roller, the foam roller, is a sprint.
They didn't get me with that one. Nope. Doyle used to jump on my ass, and I just used to shrug my shoulders and be like, "Hey, I ain't warmed up yet."
For most guys, it's a sprint because you're literally like everyone's in there trying to like prove themselves. It's just like this ultra competitive performance environment. So you get through what Drake said. You get to this max effort like competition drill. Okay, great. Take your cleats off, put your lifting shoes on. Welcome to the jungle. Like now you're going to do an hour.
I'm pretty sure that was a staple of the soundtrack in the weight room.
It was. You're now 60, 70 minutes in and you're into your first lift and you've got another hour plus of lifting weights by itself, of which a lot of people would struggle to get through, especially if you don't lift a lot.
Well, if you actually did the work that we were doing, if you were actually doing 85 for 5 or 85 for 3 sets of 4 or whatever the fuck it was, I mean, no, people don't have the GPP. It would bury them.
Buried. I mean, you're mixing hang cleans with more plyometrics,
max jumps.
Yeah, you're doing all the stuff, right, that a Division I program would hit you with. So great. You finished the lift. You've now given a max effort in 2 different disciplines over the last 2 hours and 15 minutes. But now you've made it to the conditioning part. And let me tell you, when you walk out for the conditioning and your battery feels like it's at 14%,
Not ideal.
It's not good.
Yeah.
It's not good. Especially because the third part, the conditioning part that you are about to enter, is the most looked at as a competition, as a effort, as all eyes are on everybody at all times, making sure you are competing. And it's fucking go time. And like Drake said, you come out of that weight room and it's air conditioned and the thickness hits you. Book it. I mean, just carve the tombstone up and just lay me down to rest.
It's one of the most like staunch vibe changing feelings. Like finishing a lift is a good feeling, and there's some air conditioning right before you exit the doors, and then that hot humidity hits you and you're like, whoa, what just happened?
But wait, if you're in the second or the third group, you also have to now psychologically deal with the fact that you're watching people who are done for the day. They are coming back in from their conditioning
looking dead.
Look, they look like ass. They got ran over by a garbage truck. And you still have to go do what they are now done with. And you would do almost anything to trade places with them. I mean, you would just sell your soul. And you're about to. And so, you know, conditioning lasts a half hour. It's a 2-hour, 45-minute workout. Congrats, you're done for the day. Like
Kluver would have let somebody handcuff him on the Epstein's Island just to get out of conditioning, dude.
I would have. Yeah, my knees would have been bruised. I mean, anything, name it, dude. I'm uncomfortable right now talking about. And now I wish now I could go back and run a day in the summer because now I'm actually
stroke it.
Stroke, dude. I would at 197 right now.
You'd make everybody feel so bad about themselves. Who's this short, bald weirdo who is just dousing us right now?
and he's shredded. This guy played long snapper. What's up, everybody? What you just watched was a short, truncated version of our extra show that we do every week. We call it DHT. It's Dickhead Tuesday. It's sort of on brand for the walk-ons. And it's the extra podcast that Drake, myself, and now Gary the intern do every single week. That's on our Patreon services, part of our Patreon tiers at the second and third level. Patreon is where we put all of our extra content, okay? The Monday and the Thursday episodes, those are always going to be free forever and always for our washed up walk-ons army that's out there and loves the show. But for those who want more, for those who want to help contribute, and they like extra shows like this, you may be interested in this content. It's a little bit more not safe for work, if you will. You can see here, this is our mascot for the DHT, Goopy, and access to items like this, as well as other exclusive items, are also perks that you get with the Patreon, as well as discounts on all of the merchandise that we put out throughout the year. Merchandise that you can find in our 24/7 storefront right now. If you're part of the Patreon, you basically pay for your subscription with the discounts that you'll get on the merchandise. Not to mention, you get ad-free episodes, early access to the episodes, immediate access to the video versions, access to our private Discord, our fantasy football leagues, and a whole lot more. And that's all on top of the fact that you're donating to the kids. You're helping us with our mission to donate thousands of dollars to the UI Children's Hospital every single year. So if you like what you saw here and you like what you're hearing from me, take this moment to head on over to patreon.com/washedupwalkons, and you can find a tier, a subscription level that fits for you. And we'd love to have you on the Walk On Army. Thank you so much. Click around, find some of our other videos as well, and we'll be seeing you soon.